Another thing that they are circulating about him, which we will need to address, Post-it or any of his lapdogs can address that. Is that his son is going to run for House of Reps. And they say the boy is being positioned.
Yeah.
I have nothing against people encouraging their children, but what the people are insinuating is that Wike even wants to build a dynasty. Anyway, maybe you give Wike some credit for the capacity to keep causing trouble everywhere that he goes to. The best way to characterize Rivers State politics is to remember the novel, the young adult novel by Professor Nyesom Wike, written in 1972. 1 week, 1 trouble. That is the title of that novel. And what they do in Rivers State is 1 week, 1 trouble. And Wike is a protagonist in ensuring that the destiny of the politics of Rivers State and of the people is that of 1 week, 1 trouble, thus fueling uncertainty and instability. But I think that when I was talking about capacity, now people are fighting him in the People's Democratic Party, his original party. They have rejected him there. Now leaders in the APC are also rejecting him, saying that he should go back to his PDP because he's not a member of their party. And he too is fighting back. And he says he is challenging anybody to come to Rivers State because it is a no-go area. He's the one in charge. That anybody, does that include the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, by the way? Because if he says anybody, it's a very expansive term of expression. Because one day, he may have to warn President Bola Ahmed Tinubu himself. Maybe if things go south, he may even warn him not to come to Port Harcourt or anywhere in Rivers State because it's a no-go area and he is in charge.
Right.
Well, that's when he will be reminded that there is no part of this country that is a no-go area for the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria. Because you never know, people can just get carried away. And I think that Senator Bashiru and Yitilda Nentawe, the chairman of the party, they may well be others like them within the party who are objecting to Nyesom Wike and his interventions on all fronts. And then again, another funny thing, 2 things I saw today. Some people are circulating a list of 42 persons that at one point or the other are friends with Minister Wike, and now he's fighting them too. They have become enemies. You saw my name there?
Yes, it's an analyst.
Okay, I'm fame at last. I've suddenly become famous. For my name to appear on Wike's list. Another thing that they are circulating about him, which we will need to address, Post-it or any of his lapdogs can address that, is that his son is going to run for House of Reps. And they say the boy is being positioned. I have nothing against people encouraging their children, but what the people are insinuating is that Wike even wants to build a dynasty. And then those people standing with him on that stage, I have not seen adults who are just what is the technical word that I should use now? These are adults laughing sheepishly, clapping almost like a robot. And then that band that is in the background, almost having an antiphonal responsorial relationship with them. I think we should investigate the kind of stimulants that members of that band that they consume. Because
the
band
is doing well.
Okay, you like them.
I'm very creative.
Dr. Abati.
Okay, stand up and dance
About Wike matters, so you have been warned.
Who warned me?
Be fair and balanced with Wike.
No, we have been fair and balanced.
Yes.
We have been fair and balanced. Our job is that of an analyst. But this is the only band of his type that I have seen. So that's why I say there is a certain capacity for creativity.
Yes, absolutely.
However, I think that all of this constitutes a distraction. Needless distraction. What is more important that we should be talking about is the insecurity in Borno, the insecurity in Niger.
Exactly.
That is what the presidency should focus on, not the antics of politicians. We should also be worried about this extra interest that the United States has taken in Nigeria.
And it's perfect that you said that because those are the next 2 stories.
So these are the issues, not the people dancing
absolutely.
like robots.
And I would have loved to comment on the Wike issue real quickly. You see, in this life, let's be careful. You see, my father used to pray a prayer, Dr. Abati, and he would say, what it means is you will not be too full of yourself. And I used to ask him, why do you pray that prayer? He says, see, when somebody becomes too full of themselves, they overblow their importance. When damage comes to them, they will not know that the damage has started. And that's why when you look at this Wike matter, Yes, it's important in the architecture of Rivers State. But the question is, maybe he has done it a little bit too much. Because as we speak today, when he did it with Atiku Abubakar, he got away with it. Dr. Bati, if you remember that he prevented Atiku Abubakar, the PDP candidate, from campaigning for presidential election in Rivers State. When all of that happened, he got away with it. He got his way in Rivers. But look at President Tinubu that he's doing it with now. President Tinubu, the master strategist in this case, has systematically played him out. I don't know how Wike will want to come out of this. The local government chairman, I think out of 23, 20 are in APC. The state of House of Assembly went to APC. The governor is APC. You are saying the structure. All President Tinubu needs to do now is all structures align and go to Fubara, and which the party is already saying. So he should be careful. I think this is the time for him to now recalibrate. Maybe he will go against the minds of the Jagaban. He will not dare do that because it's harder to fight a man that is in power and knows how to use power. Like a lot of people have said, Tinubu not be Jonathan, but Dr. Bati, no offense.
Me?
I'm sorry, with due respect. I beg. I beg for that word.
How did you drag my eyes?
I apologize for that word. But like they say, let me say it again. Tinubu not be Jonathan.
Okay. And from politics,